Okay, we're determining if the polygons are similar. Um, as you can see for number 16, they're giving the angle marks that are showing they are indeed similar. Um, in the, well, I shouldn't say that. I should say the angles are the same. They're showing us that the angles are the same. That's the first thing that we need to know, because if the angles aren't the same, then it's no good. Um, okay, so we know that. And so if so, we need to now check and see whether the scale is correct. So I'm going to mark here. You can see that um, there's a short side of each one of these figures, and there's a long side or a longer side here and here. So I'm going to set those up, and we're just going to test them and see whether it's true. Is 14 over 15, that side from the first one over the matching side from the second one, truly equal to um, 18 over 24, which is the ratio of the other sides. So now, how do we do it? We do the cross products property. We say that times that equals that times that. Now, what do we get there? We will get 14 times 24 equals 15 times 18. And if we do a little bit of calculation on the side, I'm going to do it over in this space and um, erase it eventually. But watch something interesting. I'm gonna point this out because it's a useful and cool thing for kind of mental mathematics here. Okay, we're doing 14 times 24, and we're doing 15 times 18. And watch what I'm going to do here. For this first one, if we multiplied 4 times 4 is 16, we get a 6 in the ones place, right? The only thing that's going to put any number in the ones place is going to be what's in the ones place when you multiply the ones place times the ones place. That's the only way you're going to get any number there for multiplication. Okay, and if we do that for here, what's 5 times 8? 5 times 8, it's 40. And that puts us 0 in the ones place. Already we know when you multiply those two together, you're not going to get the same number. If you did, then this would put the same number in the ones place as this did. It would obviously continue to give you the same number as you multiplied, but since it doesn't, nothing that we can do at this point to make them be equal, because they're not going to be equal because they're going to have different numbers in the ones place. Let's follow that through and just finish that problem out, each one, so you can see. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16, so you carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 0 placeholder. Now multiplying by the 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. Add them together, you get a 6. So that 6 remains in the ones place. And 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry the 1, and you get 336. Okay, if you do this one, you get 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. 0 placeholder. 1 times 5 is 5. And 1 times 1 is 1. As again, you see that we get that 0 that we knew we were going to get. And that's what you end up with. Like I said, 4 times 4 here is going to give you a 6 in the ones place because it's 16, so it's 6 in the ones place, and that's what your final answer will have in a ones place. Here, the ones place times the ones place, 5 times 8 is 40. That's going to give you a 0 in the ones place in your final answer. And so since they have different numbers in the ones place, doing all the rest of the math is not necessarily a bad thing to check, but it's not going to work out. So here we got 336 equals 270. And as we can see, that's not equal. And so we can say polygons are not similar. Polygons are not similar. Okay, I will erase this so that we can do this side. And again, the first thing that we want to do is we want to check and say, do we have all the same angles? Because if we do have all the same angles, then we can proceed. But if we don't, then there's no point in proceeding. Here we've got 43 and 80. Here we've got 70 and 63. Well, we could calculate what the third angle is, but it doesn't really matter because since we have two angles from the first triangle and two angles from the second triangle, then regardless of what the third one is, one of those at least would have to be the same, and neither of them are. So both of them are going to give us some random third measurement, but they're not going to have the same angles. Since they don't have the same angles, then we can say, just like we did before, polygons are not similar. Why didn't we have to go any further on that problem? Because the very first thing we verify is that we have matching angles in the two figures. Because if they don't have matching angles, then they're not similar. You can imagine it like taking some figure that you've got and blowing it up or shrinking it down on the copy machine. The angles aren't going to change. So that's what similar figures are. They're basically larger, one's larger than the other, but otherwise they are shaped the same and will have the same angles. So don't have the same angles, can't be similar.